last year I went to Warner Robins to see National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Right.
And I was in there by myself, but the theater was full, but I was by myself. I wasn't with anyone. And everyone that was in there, like getting tickets before me, they had their wife with them and their girlfriend with them. And I
And when he gets started with that, dude, I just it's like give him an inhaler or something. You know what I mean?
Burt Reynolds used
About to have a
do
damn asthma attack.
I'm gonna call about this tree.
Ooh.
I'm coming.
Coming. Butt crack plumbing.
I'm looking for the tree service.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Timber tree service.
I was seeing if you could come look at a tree for me next week.
I might could squeeze you in, man. I think I could squeeze you in.
Don't get fooled like Peyton and call just anyone. You need a name you can trust. Call Buckeye Preferred Services. They are insured with over 35 years experience in custom tree felling, crown reduction, whole tree removal, as well as stump grinding and cleanup. They are cutting out your problems one limb at a time, serving the greater Middle Georgia area and beyond. You can find their Facebook in the description and call them at 478-484-2178 or 478-278-5574.
Well, hello.
And ho, ho, ho.
Goodness gracious. There's going to be a lot of that going on tonight, ladies and
It was
gentlemen.
loud, wasn't it?
But my favorite from the Christmas Story movie, where the Santa Claus, how. That's my favorite one.
You'll shoot your eye out,
You
kid.
shoot your eye out, kid.
That's
Anyway.
it. Because y'all want a Red Ryder, blah, 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 blah,
So don't be shocked if during
BB
the
gun.
episode out of the clear blue, just when y'all were talking about something,
Let's do it.
I just start with how.
Derek, I don't think we're ever going to be mad if you decide to contribute something
That
to
would
the
be
podcast.
awesome.
In any regard. Doesn't matter. However you'd like to do it.
That's
it's
fair.
fine.
That is very.
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas to you both as well.
Merry Christmas.
Man, what an exciting time.
And Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to all of our faithful listeners out there who decided to tune in on Christmas Day. Maybe sitting down for lunch, threw it up on YouTube on the Roku
that's
TV,
what's up.
whatever.
That's a
You know what I
good
mean?
idea.
I watched an
appreciate
episode when I was sick on my TV. It was like, oh man, look at that. That's me and the boys on TV.
I don't know how to
on
do
the
that.
big screen. I believe that. Well, your TV isn't a Roku TV, Derek. It's still got rabbit ears and a damn little knob on there. You still got to get Brian, change the channel.
That console.
You know what I mean?
It's a nice
yeah.
console, though.
No, it's not. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. What a great time to be alive. What a great time to be listening to Coffee and Catch Up. What an exciting episode we have for you. We hope everybody is having a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas or happy holidays, depending on whichever one you choose to celebrate today or any other day. Happy holidays to you. We appreciate you listening to us, and we hope you're having a wonderful day. Wonderful day. It's a Monday, so off of work, hopefully, unless they're working you and you're getting some major holiday pay. That is also acceptable. Hopefully you're having a good day no matter what you're doing. We just want to remind everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get these likes up. Let's get this video shared. Get it out there where everybody can see it and everybody can enjoy some laughs on this wonderful day. We are excited to try to bring you some laughs. Thank you again to Buckeye Preferred Service and Emerald City Suites. We'll mention them right here at the end of the episode as well. You can find their links to their Facebooks down in the description of today's video. Make sure you give them a chance and a checkout. We are currently feasting on Emerald City Suite stuff yet again. Keith is probably sitting around at this point in time next to me eating a freeze-dried Little Debbie Christmas tree. Because
I got you, big dog.
listen, I told I got the message from Keith about him wanting one, and then I just immediately told Brian, I was like, Brian, I don't think I'm going to Dublin this week. You think you could get me a couple freeze-dried Christmas trees from Emerald City Sweets? And he was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it over there. And I was like, they're actually for Keith. He's like, I'll get him 4 or 5. Yeah, no problem.
How many you want?
Yep, I'll get him tomorrow. Don't worry
Got
about
it.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, so, you know what I'm saying? Keisha's over there just like, no, that's, if I tell him no about anything, he's like, that's all right. I'll ask Brown. I was just like, listen, man, I don't even have a coffee and ketchup mug. I don't know if I can get you a mug. He's like, it's all right. I'll ask Brown. All right, that's cool.
He knows how to get in touch with me, too.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
We be talking.
Oh, yeah, you be talking. That's
We
for sure.
be talking.
But what a wonderful episode, hopefully. What a time. We hope your families are doing well and you are doing well. Thank you for tuning in to us. We've got some funny Christmas-related things to talk about today, and we've just got a great episode in store for you. I hope everybody likes my hat. I decided to wear my novelty one I've worn for years now, my Batman Santa hat. Brian is sporting the
Christmas story.
the Christmas Story Fragile.
It must be Italian.
Must be Italian. Leg lamp shirt. And Brian is
Derek
that one
is.
too. And Derek has come today as Santa Claus's attorney. Thank you for that.
Doctor.
Keeping Santa out of jail for all the breaking and enterings he does once a year. Millions and millions of billions of counts of breaking and entering, and Derek's the guy that keeps him out of jail.
Objection, Your Honor.
Nothing further.
Mr. Tipton.
This man doesn't see customers at all, and he's dressed nicer than I do.
Absolutely.
And I see residents every day. It's crazy.
Visitors and everything.
I'm telling you, I got to meet people and look professional, and he's over here like he is writing prescriptions. Just looking fantastic, looking great, looking fantastic. Definitely showing me and Brian up, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Boy, what?
I just didn't change clothes when I got off work.
We see.
Hey, listen, man.
I went by Mama's and programmed her remote for her.
Thank you for doing that.
Sure.
So that's taken care of, Brian.
Thanks, because I forgot all about it. But, Mama, that brunch was great today. Thank you.
Cha-ching.
I did. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, we'll get into the Rust brunch lunch menu sometime during this episode, man. It'll be good. I finally got that from Keith, what all he's planning on doing, and it's wild, man, but it's Rust Christmas is what we do. Derek, I believe you had something that you wanted to share with the world.
Yeah, so it's really for you two and anybody else that's out there listening or watching. So I know someone that got a Christmas card. They actually called me today. I won't say who the person was.
Why not?
In case I think you'll understand when I tell the story.
Okay.
So they got a Christmas card, and we'll call them the Smiths. Okay. So
Which Smiths?
they got a Christmas card, and it is addressed. Excuse me. It's addressed to the person, obviously the right address and so forth, and the return
Which
address. The return address on there
Slipping.
is out of town, and it says the Smiths. That's who it's from.
Okay.
So it's to the Smiths from the Smiths?
No, it's from the Smiths. That's the return address. Is the Smiths.
The first made up name you use is the Smiths. From who sent the letter?
The
card
is from the Smiths. We're not discussing who the person was it was sent to.
Sure.
So
Of course not.
that person says, "Do you know the Smiths?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't
Smith.
sound familiar." The Smiths from, we're going to say, North Carolina.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
We're at in North Carolina.
Boom.
So I
need to listen to
actually have looked at the card, and
You've seen this card in question?
I've seen the card in question.
Okay.
I have, and I don't know who the Smiths are either.
Okay.
So I'm trying to help the person
So
out.
nobody in this situation knows who the Smiths are.
Correct.
Probably because they're made up.
So
So
the only explanation I could offer is, your address wouldn't be hard to find. You can find anybody's address.
True.
yeah.
So what if somebody just took a picture, looked somebody up, and sent them a Christmas card to make them think, who are the Smiths? I can see him doing that.
I was thinking that's a great idea for next year.
So, you've got Santa Claus, and you've got these two youngins that are sitting there on Santa Claus's lap. Love the Smiths. And I don't know who the Smiths are.
I want to investigate that. I do.
It's
That's great.
It's definitely it's weird. It's definitely
so how do you figure out who the Smiths are?
Write them back. You got their address.
I know, but
You got pen pals now. It's like back in elementary school.
Who are you? How do you know me?
Hey, dude,
Maybe they don't.
get permission from the victim, and let me get a hold of that card.
I'll talk to him and see what.
I'll have you an answer.
What are you gonna do? Try to get DNA off the envelope where they?
Did you touch the card?
It's contaminated.
I might have.
Did the person that obviously the person that it was mailed to from the Smiths
Or
touch the card?
or the person took a picture and sent it to me.
Okay.
That could have been how I received it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on it. I would love that, man. We could make we could take some really really fun. What was the movie that was about the armored car robbery with that funny guy Zach Galifianakis? I'm thinking was in it. He was a security guard for the armored truck.
I don't remember.
And they had some pictures made in the first part of the movie with his soon-to-be wife, but they ended up not getting together. Then the girl that worked with him.
Hangover?
Right guy, wrong movie.
That guy's what?
Zach Galifianakis.
Right.
All right. He was in a movie.
He was the security guard for the armored truck?
Yeah, he worked for an armored truck company. And he got bamboozled by a blonde chick.
I got no idea.
I got to Google it now. I got to find out what it was.
We will go down a rabbit hole in a minute.
I love it. That's what I love.
We're sitting around before. All right, everybody, keep it on Christmas.
But
try to keep it Christmas themed. We are 10 minutes in, and Brian's just like, I saw this movie once.
But check it out.
Guard.
Check it out. They took some pictures in this movie that were hilarious. They were very off-the-wall pictures, and that's what I'm thinking about. Like, if we could take some pictures as Coffee and Ketchup next year and send it off to random folks in different states.
What about the ones he did
That's
when
a
he was
good
in the
idea.
campaign?
Masterminds.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Listen, what about the pictures he does when he's in the campaign with his wife or whatever, and they're doing those like weird, like out in like the JCPenney's pictures in like high-rise jeans and.
Was that the movie I'm thinking about?
Well, that's the one he took pictures in. I've never seen Masterminds. I don't know if he, but they take like these like really awkward pictures. You see them on people making fun of it on TikTok.
Keith's gonna call me dumb again. I might have.
Oh my God,
movie.
Keith called him dumb today. He texted
Really?
me. He was like, it was
Great
like 12:30,
compliment.
a good 20 minutes into the episode, and he was just like, so. It was like one message. So, Brian, he might be the dumbest person ever. And I was just like, I don't know, but he's definitely in the running. You know what I mean? He's definitely on the podium somewhere.
When Chris came in and showed me that on the phone, he was like, "Look at the last message Keith sent me." And when I read it, I heard the ending of the Rocky movie.
Listen, yeah, and I was just like, yeah, he's definitely in the running. He's definitely on the podium. What for now? And he's just like, did he really read the Taken thing in the raccoon voice or whatever?
I did.
And I was just like, yeah, he had no idea what was going on during that episode. We didn't know what animal we were talking about, for crying out loud.
I did that just to be playing with y'all.
God, I don't know whether to bust you out or not.
Quit. No, you don't, man.
All right.
You don't do that.
All right. We'll let it ride.
don't
We'll
do
let it
that.
ride if everything stays copacetic.
You don't
We'll
do
let it
that.
ride if everything stays copacetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Let's move on.
So, anyways, yeah. I mean, that's, I could see doing something, and we'll get it. I want to get into this on our next episode, like our New Year's episode. I got a couple ideas of things we could do. It'd be nice to be able to send like random people cards with like stuff in it.
I think
That'd be cool.
I think
like
we need
just a
to do
$10 Walmart card or something like that. Send them to like get like $100 raised. Send 10 random people that you do not know, $10 or $20 Walmart cards. Hey, happy holidays. You know, just random, no return address, no nothing.
That's fire.
I would like to.
I think we should send one of them to that address over.
Merry
I mean, I got an address in Cochran if you're trying to send
That's
some gift cards to. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
Like I said, hopefully this is after the podcast takes off and we got plenty of expendable income.
Yeah.
I've still got a $7.50 left on my Walmart card. It's in my wallet right now. I got to keep that sucker. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got to have the rest of that.
Spent half of it.
Now, I got to have the rest of it.
Good for you, dude.
I got to have the rest of it.
I forgot all about that.
I need every bit of it.
I'm going after we film it. I'm going to go spend me some money.
There you go. Hey, we in there.
Thanks, man.
We in there. You're welcome. Anytime.
You're the greatest.
Anytime.
That's good. We're gonna make note of that in my phone about next year.
I would like to, man.
Merry Christmas from Coffee and Ketchup with you and Derek like holding me up, you know. I'm laying across. One of you's got my head, one of you's got my feet.
When I think about
sending to Vermont.
So when
we're worldwide, baby.
Oh God, I've been watching a streamer that I like did like this huge fundraiser for St. Jude's.
Okay,
these last couple days.
Yeah.
Raised over $1 million, and this is like the 5th year in a row he's done it. He's raised millions of dollars for St. Jude over the years. I think about being able to use this platform to do stuff like that one day.
Like that?
Right now, because I think we're just trying to kind of keep the doors open in the studio. You know what I mean? Mainly.
Wait a second. I think I saw that light flicker. Good. Good.
Did we pay the bill this month?
Good Lord.
But I would like to be able to use this. Maybe next year we fund a less fortunate family Christmas.
Dude,
you know what
I'm
I'm saying?
with
And we
it, man.
use the listeners to raise some money. I would like to be able to use this platform to give back some.
Yeah. Give out some turkeys at Christmas, like Bumpy Johnson.
Listen, I was about to say, we're not about American gangster Dublin over here, that's for sure. Just in the back of a U-Haul truck chunking out turkeys.
My man.
My man.
Oh,
That's alpaca.
Thank you, Bumpy.
So what you got, Brian? You had something up there, too.
I wanted to know y'all's favorite Christmas movie and favorite Christmas song.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'm finna.
Jump on
dude,
out there,
I'll
Chris.
jump in, and I will, and I'm finna start a fight. My favorite Christmas movie, very close 1 and 2, but number 1 is Die Hard, and number 2 is probably Elf.
I love it.
Okay, so we are all in accordance, in agreement that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
For sure. I went to see it last week.
The podcast can continue.
I went to see it last week.
Never
Love
watched it. Never watched it.
You have seen Die Hard, dude. I'm going to throw a microphone.
Oh my God, I was about to knock his microphone off. You've lost talking privileges.
I want to see his reaction.
We watched that together on the VCR
I was about to
tape.
storm off. You know what I mean?
You want to know what's cool, though? Speaking of Die Hard, you want to know what's cool?
What?
Catching a movie in a theater on a weeknight by yourself. You're the only one in the entire theater. I did that last week at Die Hard.
That would be cool.
It was. It felt like I was at my own house.
You doing like a home theater type
Yeah,
thing?
it really did.
Yeah, that would
And
be
then
cool.
Liliana called at one point, and I was like, "Hey, baby,
Answer. Hey, what's up?
what are you doing?" I'm in the movie theater. Dad, you're gonna get out. I'm in here by myself.
Hey, they're just gonna have to get over it. You know what I mean?
There better not be nobody at my house.
Yeah. They're gonna have to get over it. I'm talking.
And
about
I watched the whole movie, man. I was in there right by myself. And when it was over with, I was the only person in the entire theater, not just that showing. I was the only person in the entire theater, unless you work there.
How come I get invited to do like group things with you and never? Hey, you want to just have the entire movie? I would have seen a separate movie.
Because
I wouldn't even have been in the theater with you.
I was about to say, because then I wouldn't have been in there by myself at my house.
I don't want to be in there with you either. I want my own theater too.
It was cool, man. That might be the first time that's happened. And the funny thing is, last year I went to Warner Robins to see National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Right.
And I was in there by myself, but the theater was full, but I was by myself. I wasn't with anyone. And everyone that was in there, like getting tickets before me, they had their wife with them and their girlfriend with them. And I
And when he gets started with that, dude, I just it's like give him an inhaler or something. You know what I mean?
Burt Reynolds used
About to have a
that.
damn asthma attack.
I do the same.
Burt Reynolds used to do that, man. It used to crack me up. I remember saying to myself, not next year, baby. I ain't gonna be by myself next year at Christmas time. Not just by myself, but at the movies.
365 later.
All alone.
But you'll go out to eat by yourself. You
I
don't
did that
care.
this weekend.
Lay it on, Derek.
No, listen.
I respect that.
Was it was it Morgan Freeman that said something about?
I'm not. He'll go sit down.
Brian, you go to sleep by yourself. You wake up by yourself. You eat by yourself.
You sleep with a teddy bear.
One Sunday.
I thought he was about to pull that. Well, Kevin, in your second senior year, I just kept repeating it. I was like,
You go to sleep holding a pillow at night.
It's
okay.
One Sunday, we were cooking.
Did
we
he go
were
to church,
grilling.
probably?
Well, he actually came outside, and we were like, "Where you going, Brian?" "Gonna go to Red Lobster." "There you go." "I'm going by myself."
Yeah, I did.
After that, then I'm gonna drive to Warner Robins and watch a movie.
I did.
You remember that?
Yeah, by myself.
I respect that.
It took me a long time to get there.
I couldn't do that.
It took me a long time to get here. But now that I'm here,
I'll go to the store, but I can't go sit in a restaurant and eat by myself.
ain't nothing to it, man.
Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to
100%
overcome that.
Oh my God, just go.
It's
just
powerful.
do it. It's not.
Listen, that's the only word I can use to describe it. It is powerful. Morgan Freeman had a comment about it when you have gotten to the point in your life where you can go to a movie by yourself and go out to eat by yourself. You have achieved something good. I can't remember the word he used. But
Yeah, I'm glad you.
But hey, Morgan Freeman suggested that we all need to do it.
I mean,
make something up.
if God can say it, I mean, it must be something to it.
Chuck Norris narrates Morgan Freeman's life.
He does. He does.
And the nicer restaurant you can build yourself up to do it to, the cooler it is.
Yeah.
Because, so the way I look at it is like if I'm, say, like me and Shelly go out to eat, right, and we're at a restaurant, we are having a date, we are spending time together, whatever. If I see a man or a woman like off by themselves in a corner at this same fancy restaurant I'm taking my wife to on a date, just eating dinner by themselves, I think this person is so cool. This is just another meal. They just will decide to go to a fancy restaurant just for dinner on a Tuesday, you know? Just because they got it like that. It's one of the most baller things you can do.
Thanks, man.
It's fine.
Thanks, he said.
I mean, not at Red Lobster, obviously. That's sad.
The way you said it so serious and looking at me, that was good.
I love it.
You are being serious.
no, I mean, Red Lobster.
He hates Red Lobster.
It's so terrible, man. I hate all those big chain restaurants like that.
Mama loves the Red Lobster.
Applebee's, Red Lobster, Olive Garden is the worst by far.
My kids love Olive Garden. He don't. Yeah, he does mean it.
Oh, I 100%.
I know.
It's just.
I was telling Christian and Lily that
It's not fresh.
they can turn this part off. They love Olive Garden.
Hey, and if you love, I mean, go eat what you love. I go eat weird stuff all the time that people are like, that's gross. You know what I mean? And that's fine.
Yeah.
Eat what you like, but to me, I just don't. It's not for the money you're paying. I would like fresh vegetables as a side. You know.
So what I
Not
heard you
steam
say a while
pack.
ago is that if I'll choose like another restaurant that's a good restaurant, I can walk in with "Wanna be a baller."
You can do it at Red
Shot
Lobster.
caller. Walk in there with that playing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's your
Absolutely.
favorite Christmas song?
Favorite Christmas song? This one's a little bit tougher because I am a very well-rounded musical aficionado, if you will.
I agree with that.
So I've got almost every genre I like to listen to.
I
You
think
know,
you're trying to say genre. But
I don't think I am actually. Pretty sure I'm trying to say genre. Genre. So like today, all day today at work, you know what I'm saying? I had the August Burns Red.
yeah. I know what that crap
Sledding.
was.
Sledding. It's metal Christmas music.
You talking about today at work when I have my door closed all day?
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to think of like a classic one though, because like I love all the different versions of Carol of the Bells. The August Burns Red, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Man House Senior, like all those different ones. Throw guitars in there and everything, drums. I love all those different versions of Carol of the Bells. But as far as like a classic, we'll say more of a Christmas carol, kind of like sing-along type thing. The Grinch is up there. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
Sam Hunt
You're a
did that.
mean one. yeah, that's what
he
he
could have.
That's my point. That's my point. That's why I said that.
Celine, the Sam Hunt hate is real.
What?
So what are you gonna go with?
It sounds like James Earl Jones, but I don't think it was James Earl Jones. Besides, you're a mean one. Oh man. We'll go with that one. Just for time.
What, Sam Hunt?
Yeah, the Sam Hunt, Mr. Grinch.
Okay. So Die Hard and The Grinch.
Yeah.
We will accept those.
I like
Derek, I hesitate to let you go second because you're going to probably take my movie.
No, I probably won't.
Okay.
I don't think I will.
Okay, you might not. Floor is yours.
Okay. Home Alone.
Not bad.
Oh my gosh! From left field, it's going,
Not bad.
gone.
The pock ain't going to hold that one.
Okay.
I
I
just
like it.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's still funny. I mean,
I agree.
yeah,
I bet I can turn it not so funny.
you probably can. Don't do it, please.
I won't mess it up for you.
And then I'm gonna have to say Elvis's Blue Christmas for
Okay.
song.
Oh, have a blue
Now, I like Dolly's.
Christmas without you.
Now, I'm glad y'all did that
Why?
because, to me,
The world is glad we did that.
with the ooh you doing?
Yeah.
It seems to me like in that song, Elvis should have done some Sam Hunt stuff and been like, "That's right, baby. I'm gonna have a blue Christmas tonight."
When did we get on the
Without
Sam
you.
Hunt thing? When
Because
Episodes
the-
ago.
Yeah.
Episodes
Yeah.
ago.
No, I get that, but like this episode, did he
Because-
do a version of
because
the
the
Grinch?
No, but it
but
sounds
it's just
like it
spoken.
because he's
he just
talking
talks.
over it.
I came in the bar and I saw you from across the room and all
I
that.
decided to come
Okay,
here.
okay.
And
Sort
swung.
of.
so I just think Elvis should have done that
He could have.
in the song as they're doing that during the instrumental part for
Yeah.
about 45 seconds there.
You know who started that talking in music? Far as I know,
Who?
Boys to Men.
No, there's got to be somebody before you.
Who?
I mean,
It's funny because I can hear the guy doing it.
Yeah.
Girl,
Girl, when you walked out of my room last night,
I
my
knew
mama
it was
asked.
over.
My mama asked me who was the new girl. I said, "Mama, don't bust me out. You know that ain't my girlfriend."
I'm not disagreeing with facts. I'm just disagreeing. I can't make
Because
this argument.
that's just how you're wired.
Yeah, I
Chris.
just can't.
It's
I can't
just
make
to
it.
disagree.
It sounds. There's got to be somebody who did it before them, but I don't have a good example.
Girl,
to
you know we
contribute.
belong together.
I
I
think it was Boys to Men.
It very well may have been.
Girl,
I,
you know we
I
belong
can't say
together.
for sure that it wasn't.
When I get down on
Anyways, so Home Alone and the Elvis Blue Christmas.
That's right.
Hard Candy Christmas is a close second. Dolly.
Okay. All right.
I don't think I've heard the second one.
You haven't heard Hard Candy Christmas by
certainly
Dolly?
No, I have not either.
You're kidding me.
Not.
I can't believe that.
I like
And
Dolly.
I saw her open up for the Cowboys not too long ago. I
What were
mean,
the Cowboys singing?
yeah.
a Kid Rock.
I didn't know she still toured.
They
Yeah,
were
she-
they
she
were
just-
singing the
she's got a new album
postseason.
out.
They were singing intro to the postseason blues is what they were saying. You know what I mean? The prelude to the postseason blues. And it was it was an experience,
Dolly's got a new album out, Derek.
which is why she was singing at the Cowboys game.
Can't miss her if you go to Cracker Barrel. Speaking of which, is that
I'm
a
not
baller?
sure if you can miss her anywhere.
Is that a baller move if you go to Cracker
No,
Barrel by
absolutely
yourself?
not.
Why
Absolutely
not?
not. Are you getting the weird wine that they serve at 9:00 in the morning?
Weird wine.
Well, never mind. You can't answer that truthfully on the podcast. Maybe it is a baller move. I don't know.
It's an old country store, man.
I ain't been there in a long time.
They
in a
serve
Cracker
alcohol
Barrel?
now.
I ain't been there.
Yeah, and they popping tops at like 6:30 in the morning with your pancakes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Ah, dog.
That's still a
sore.
sore. That's still
Derek's
a sore
just like,
subject.
damn, that's crazy. Think I'm gonna go get breakfast in the
That's-
morning.
I'll
That
see
is
y'all.
a sore subject. You know I'm a real addict when that pisses me off. They do that now that I quit drinking.
yeah. Now that I can't go eat scrambled
I'm
eggs
like,
and
I
have
wonder what that
a
would
Miller
be.
Lite
I wonder what that would be like.
to get wasted at Cracker Barrel.
No, I don't know. I don't wonder what that.
Do they have mimosas?
I'm pretty
there?
sure
wonder
I
if
know
they
what
That
that's
yeah,
like.
that's
They sell mimosas there. I
yeah,
guess?
yeah.
What did you just say?
Mimosas.
All right,
He gonna eat our. He gonna eat our.
mimosas.
He gonna eat.
You
our-
get mimosas at the Kroger's.
Yeah, I just need to grab this cake from Mama real quick, and then we can go ahead and go over there.
This guy again?
You have got to be kidding me.
Hey boys, I got y'all's cake right here, man. Oh, I got it right here. Wait till you get a load of this.
Derek, come on, man. I got somebody way better.
Hey, suit yourself, fellas.
Always go with someone you can count on. Emerald City Sweets is locally female owned and operated. They have been in business since 2019. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They serve soups, salads, sandwiches, and of course, cupcakes. They offer custom cakes and sweets for your every occasion. Located at 302 Pine Forest Street in Dublin, Georgia, they can be reached at 478-205-5385. Again, that's 478-205-5385. And their Facebook is linked in the description. Get your event done right with Emerald City Sweets.
That is way better. What's up?
I mean, we're waiting on you, Brian.
Oh,
a movie and a song.
Now it's your turn.
You've been setting up for your joke, for your punchline.
no,
right
there's
here this whole
none.
time.
I don't think there is one
There
either. I
really
think
is
he
not. This is just.
I bet he's finna make one.
I don't know. I hope so. I pray that we do that every time we start filming.
Right.
My favorite Christmas movie, it's light years away from second place, is Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Oh my God, we're not doing this crap again.
No,
What are you talking about, dude?
That's a good.
He said something
movie.
about that 2 years ago at work. Was it 2 years ago?
Might have been 3.
I think it was 2 or 3 years
That's
ago
a
at work.
good
And one of the guys
movie.
that we work with found it.
Yeah, found it on DVD.
Found it on DVD and gave it to him for Christmas.
I
Day.
believe that.
I got it.
I'm not watching
I
it.
still have it. I can put my hand on it.
You hadn't watched that?
No.
Dude.
Stop.
Hey, listen, I can tell you this.
Say the name of it one more time.
Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Yeah.
It's got some of the best.
Let's get a poll going down to the bottom if you think that I have ever watched anything named Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
And I guarantee you this. Ain't no hole in the wash till. Have you watched it?
No.
Then
Yes.
how did you know about that part?
Because I know what a jug band is. I'm not an idiot. It's got little
That's
X's on the jug.
That remains to be seen. See, you've seen it.
Can't see
You've
that.
definitely
seen
seen
it.
it.
Oh,
That's cool.
It's
that
one of
you've
your
seen
favorite
it.
songs coming off of the soundtrack to Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
River Bottom Nightmare Band. It's the River Bottom Nightmare Band, bro.
hey, they got some good jams on that. They can tear up a guitar.
I wanted. I
Give him a
always,
moonshine jug to go even crazier.
I always say that Tommy Lee of Motley Crue and the band Motley Crue was the reason. That
What a turn this story is. What the, we just went from like a Chuck E. Cheese puppet band to Tommy Lee Jones.
to one of the wildest bands of the '80s.
Finish that, because I got to know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
no,
Tommy, how
please
Tommy
finish
Lee
that.
ripped off
usually
Emmett Otter's Jug Band.
No, that's not where I'm going.
Copyright laws are still in effect.
Hey, was it Wild Side?
That's why
They
Derek's
settled-
that's why Derek's been at court all
They
day.
settled out of court. It was the drummer for the River Bottom Nightmare Band. I usually give credit to Tommy Lee and to the band Motley Crue for the reason that I wanted to play music.
Okay.
Okay, because I was playing piano, back then as a kid, and didn't think that would go over well when I got older, so I started playing drums.
Right.
And that was a lot of the reason that I liked the music that I liked was because of the River Bottom Nightmare Band. That is a true statement.
Okay.
And
Okay.
He's like trying to defend his answer.
No, I'm not.
Because that's the reason I
I'm
like
not-
him. I'm just
I'm
guessing.
I'm not
you
trying.
haven't seen the movie either, Chris.
No.
I'm
I've
not
seen
trying.
the
I'm not trying to do that. What I am
I've seen
trying,
the cover. That's enough.
I'm trying to make a confession that really, if somebody like if I were to ever make it, could you imagine this? You said I was going to turn it into a joke, and here I go. I didn't plan on this, but I just can't do anything seriously. But could you imagine?
I'm sitting here picturing them singing, "We don't brush our teeth."
Cause our toothaches can help us stay mean. That's the lyrics. That's the lyrics of this song that we got embedded in our brains as kids,
oh my
man.
gosh.
Yeah.
It's not too late, Chris. You can still watch the movie.
It wouldn't
Oh,
mean
it's too late.
It wouldn't. it wouldn't mean as much to you now.
It was already way too much.
It is an amazing movie. I love it. Very,
Listen,
very dear to my heart.
Few things can top what we're going to just dub the nostalgia effect.
That is very
You know what
true.
I mean?
And you say that to me a lot. And you're
Listen.
exactly right. I'm such a sentimental person.
Nostalgia and stuff like that.
Man,
when you
listen.
can connect emotion to
Oh,
something, it makes it that
God,
much.
yes.
Hey, there's nothing that can beat it.
Yes.
Talent obviously goes flying out the window, and it doesn't matter the quality of anything anymore. It's
You're right.
it's the emotion that you feel connected, and the memories that you get connected. Oh my God! If you
And
don't
when you
get buying
and when
that
you
T-shirt.
and when you tie
We need to
music
get a- we need to
into
get
it,
that
it just imprints it that much more on my
Sure,
brain.
it gives it another layer of emotional connection, something else in it. to
But
connect
could
with.
you imagine? Let's just use our name. Could you imagine that Coffee and Ketchup was a band, and we were a band, and we were like just a hit producing band, and we're sitting around being interviewed by Rolling Stone magazine, and they're like, Brian, what are your influences growing up? The River Bottom Nightmare Band.
And then everybody in the interview is just like, "What the hell is that?"
There's
Just
a
looking it
real
up,
there's
you
a
know?
real band that is called the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
Really?
Yeah, they're a real band, and they actually play that song.
Really?
Yeah, that's a real thing. You can YouTube them.
That's
Probably won't.
They don't do as good a job as the original. But that's my favorite Christmas movie. Always will be. That movie was so strong.
I could just see YouTube kicking me a message. I looked that up, and like YouTube sends me a message, like the algorithm kicks in, and she's like, "Are you okay? Are you having a seizure?
Have
Did you
you been-
type this correctly?
Have you been hanging out with Brian?
Is this really what you were trying to search? Are you sure?"
Brian, are you on Chris's phone right now?
What was your favorite song? I missed that.
No, I didn't say it. My favorite song is "Merry Christmas from the Family."
Okay, yeah.
Robert Earl King.
That's fitting.
That's good, yeah.
That's
I think it's my dad's favorite too. To be honest,
is
with you.
it? That's
I think
what's up.
so. Yeah, I think that's Roy's.
It is. I love it, bro.
Yeah, my mama hates
I mean,
it.
I love it, dude.
Deborah can't stand.
It. I don't listen to it year round, but buddy, when November comes around, you better believe I'm riding with some Robert Earl King.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it, and that too is nostalgic for me.
Absolutely,
You know,
like I said,
it-
absolutely, man.
It
And
reminds me of just Christmas, man.
an honorable mention, man. My family growing up, and I think we still do it now. I can't remember if we did it last year, but I think we continue it. We watch. Oh my God, what's the one with the angel? Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. That's how much I remember now. It's nostalgia. Yay.
It's a movie?
It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
We watch that. We would watch that on Christmas Eve every year. Every year. It's a good movie.
They're playing that at the theater too.
It's a great movie.
you wanna go by
It's probably
yourself.
my mom's favorite Christmas movie. Maybe that one, or maybe Charlie Brown. And hers would probably be one of the Charlie Brown songs off of It's a Christmas Charlie Brown.
I think they're playing it either at Houston Lake or Golden Ticket here in Dublin. It's a
It's a
Wonderful
good one.
Life.
It's a good one.
I was just
classic. Classic, Tina. And I want to know down in the comments what's y'all's favorite Christmas movie,
Yeah,
Christmas
that'd be-
song? What are you listening to right now?
And
you
for
know,
extra
what are y'all
credit,
opening up?
And for extra credit, if you've ever seen Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas,
I would be
Let me
flabbergasted.
know.
Yes, please in the comments.
Would be flabbergasted.
Dude, I had no idea what it was.
We used to watch that. That was
And all in the span of like 6 weeks, he told me about it, showed me some clips on YouTube about it, told a coworker about it, and had a copy of the DVD trying to let me borrow it.
I was
You know
even
what I
going
mean?
to give you the
And I was
DVD
just
player.
like, listen, slow down, brother. Yeah, he was going to have to let me borrow the DVD and the DVD player.
Yeah.
I don't have a DVD.
I would have done that. Let me tell you something. This is how big that movie was in the early '80s
I want to, yeah, but big where? In your house?
in the country. You ready?
Okay.
HBO played it 24 hours straight, from midnight to midnight. Christmas Day.
Hey,
That's saying something.
my dad's probably heard of it then.
I guarantee he has. Listen,
There's
they
maybe
played,
my mom as well.
they
too.
played
Hey.
that movie for 24 hours on HBO, and back then you have to think. Now back then HBO was you didn't have any movie at your fingertips.
Right.
Like back
Yeah, there was
then.
channels.
Yeah.
And
So that tells me that it was just as popular as Ridiculousness.
I don't know about that, but
24 hours, man.
at least the
around
Christmas
clock.
Story. You
There
know,
are
'cause that's what
people-
they do with the Christmas Story now.
Yeah, there are people that know about that movie.
I'm sure there are.
For real.
Maybe, yeah, so you said 80s. This has got to be outside of my time, and maybe it just died.
It was a.
Maybe it died about the time I was coming.
It was a Jim Henson thing, man. Jim
Did I see
Jim
it
Henson, the
multiple-
Muppet.
was
that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Cause Kermit was the character that talked at the very beginning when he was.
Really?
Yeah, Kermit the
Kermit
Frog.
the Frog.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog was in it.
That's funny.
He sure was.
I don't remember that. I just remember that song.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was some good music on that movie, man.
We don't brush our teeth because it makes us meaner.
That's it. Yeah.
Words to live by, children.
River Bottom Nightmare Band.
River bottom.
Derek,
Nightmare, man.
what-
We got to give
what-
him that T-shirt. Derek.
What's your? I'll
that's a good
welcome
gift.
it. I will
That's a
rock
good
it.
gift.
I'll rock it in January.
I'll split it with you if you want to get it for me.
Hey,
I'll get it with
if y'all do that, I'll rock it in here in January.
I
it does not have to
believe
be
you.
Christmas time.
How much is it? $7?
I don't remember. It's
Get outta
It's
here.
on Amazon.
Let me tell y'all about a
Oh,
price
I
of a
got
t-shirt.
free shipping on Amazon.
Can I tell you about a price of a t-shirt?
Come on.
You know, I'm always looking for t-shirts.
Yeah.
When I go out, I'll pop into different places. I'll even
It's a good price for a t-shirt.
I'll even go into Walmart, man, and look back there and see what kind of t-shirts they got. I was Christmas shopping Saturday.
I mean, how far back into Walmart do you go looking for these T-shirts?
I mean, I don't do
Back
like
behind
Kevin.
like the double steel doors that
I
say
don't do
no,
like-
no customers allowed.
I don't do like my big
That's where the
brother.
good T-shirts are.
That's where the good oil's at.
Keep that special oil. Oh, God, that was too funny.
I was shopping.
I know.
I know, man. I ain't
Listen,
stealing.
I'm sorry.
But the way he told the guy, I ain't stealing nothing.
I ain't stealing or
How do
nothing.
they know that, dude?
Hey, listen,
Like,
that's
golly.
so funny. God, he was such a trip.
You already got the look of a freaking gladiator on your face. You just got off working 12
The way
hours
he's
at the
just like
paper
so
mill.
angry at somebody because he made a mistake. It's just like,
Hey, man, you can't be better.
I'm sorry, golly.
I promise I won't do it again.
You can quit following me.
They're calling the law.
I was dying.
It's like he goes into the bank and he hands him a note. This is a robbery, and they run and scream, and he leaves the bank. He's mad at them for calling the law. I didn't steal nothing.
Good God, what'd you press the button for?
Why y'all follow me, Dublin Police
Golly.
Department?
Oh, my God.
I just gave her a note.
That's too funny. All right, so you go back there. What about the good T-shirts in the back now?
Oh, dude, yeah. I was shopping Saturday in Macon at the malls. out
Right.
there. At not the malls, but the shops. How do you say it?
The shops at River Crossing.
Thank you. And I decided to go into Hot Topic.
Mm-hmm. It's awful alternative for you, Brian.
Well, it wasn't for me. I was looking for T-shirts for Christian.
Ah,
And then I got
cool
he's a super cool kid, man. I was so confused on all of the different anime things.
should have video chatted me.
I thought about it. Because I knew, and I really did think about calling you and being like, listen, which one of these do you think Christian would like? Because I know y'all converse about that type of
Absolutely.
thing. It's way out of my league. I got drawn into some Dr. Dre, The Chronic T-shirts. There was a Beastie Boy, Check Your Head. So now I'm like, okay. And I see this sign, 50% off entire store. I'm like, dang, I need to check
Should
it
have
out.
just bought the whole store.
And so I get a T-shirt. I'm so invested in this. Like I even go into the dressing room to make sure, like, because I'm different sizes in different stuff, man.
Sure.
I'm at a weird size right now, and so I go in and I had a large and extra large, trying to figure out which one's gonna be the best fit. So I get the extra large. I had the Beastie Boys wrapped over my shoulder, and I'm like, all right. I was trying to find this Tupac one I liked. They didn't have it. I was trying to find the Chronic. They didn't have that in my size. So anyway, I thought I'll just get this one, man. All right, it was like $24. So I'm like, $12, man.
No problem.
Killing them.
It's a good T-shirt price.
I go up and I hand
Cheap
her the shirt. She scans it up. She goes, do you want to get another one? I was like, why are you asking me if I want to get another one? I was like, no, I just want that one. She goes, well, do you want to get another one so you can get 50% off of it? I looked back at the sign, bro.
Buy three.
In very small writing, it said, with the purchase of one T-shirt or with the purchase of one shirt. So it's get 50% off the entire
second one.
of the second one.
Yeah.
And I almost bought the shirt at full price just because I didn't want to get embarrassed that I read the sign wrong. But I was like, hey, no, I'm Christmas shopping. No, I'm good. I read the sign wrong. And I walked out of there, bro, laughing because I was like, I am not fixing to be a people pleaser and like tell her, oh yeah, I just want one and pay. I wouldn't pay that for a T-shirt.
Of course you
bro.
weren't.
Oh man, I get half off the second one. I didn't even know. Yeah, let me go look. Oh, all your second ones are terrible. I don't even want the first one.
I was like,
Sir, that's the exit you're heading to.
I'm good. Yeah, I just walked out, man. I was like, hey, I read your sign wrong. I'm sorry. I thought it was like 50% off the entire store. Maybe you should get with that guy that wrote that sign.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
I think he had a little bit of problem with that second part about
he did it exactly the way he was
the qualifications because it was huge. 50% off
That's
all
to get
store.
you in.
And they got me in.
She probably got written up too.
She might have.
You got to close that deal on
That's
that
what I'm
$24 shirt.
I'm sorry.
You got to close that
I'm
deal.
really not.
You got to close that deal.
If she'd have rung it up and not said that, would you have gotten it then, or would you still tell her no, thank you?
Oh yeah, she'd have rung it up and it'd been like $26.
That's what I'm saying. What would you have said then?
I said I thought it was 50% off. I'd asked her because I wouldn't have understood. I'd have been confused.
Right.
But she was like, no, it's 50% off the second one if you buy one. And I was like, that'd be like
Plus tax.
$30.
Plus tax. Yeah. So you.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Maybe more than more. Yeah, I wasn't doing
I've
it.
OCD'd out.
I wasn't doing it. I thought it was funny though.
It is funny. It's a good. Should have got a T-shirt though. Should have got the second T-shirt. That'd be cool. You should have called me about an anime shirt.
I should have.
Definitely could have got you. You could have got his for $12.
That was something that
Or yours, depending on
that
how
was
you wanna
something
ring it
that I
up.
was going to do that wasn't on his list. That I was just going to kind of surprise him because I've looked at some Kanye shirts too. I think he's kind of getting out of Kanye a little bit though, and I'm like, don't give up on Kanye. He's coming back and he's coming back stronger than ever. I trust me.
Buy him a Waylon shirt with Waylon on
No.
the front.
No. He would never wear that.
Anyways.
I wish. Now, listen, I would love if he loved Waylon, but
Hopefully he watches this
doesn't.
episode
He won't.
and he'll say,
Lily, tell your brother to watch this part.
Yeah.
Actually, he'll be
Just
with
pull
me
it
when
up
this
for him.
comes out. He'll watch it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, everybody, the whole family's
He's watching it. Yeah, we're watching
Everybody
it right
sit
now.
down.
We're watching it right now.
Sit down right now.
Yeah. Tell you something about you.
Okay, so we're talking about T-shirts and stuff like that, man. Christmas gifts. I want to know, growing up, we're going to say still living at home with parents.
Okay.
You can, I don't know, maybe 15, 16. I'd like it not to be a vehicle because that's like a little.
We didn't get one for Christmas, so you're safe
Hey,
on that.
neither did I. So good. Okay. So most notable, most impactful, however you want to describe it, like the biggest memory you have of a gift.
Easy.
Growing up, mine was easy too. No question. Wasn't even just mine.
I'll let y'all go.
Okay, I'll go ahead. That's my topic. I'll go last or second.
I can still remember in the living room at the house we grew up on, Waverly Drive. Mm-hmm. And I must have been,
You lived on Waverly Drive.
yeah,
Waverly.
220. Mm-hmm. 220.
Y'all are too old to know the Wizards of Waverly Place.
No,
Disney-
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well,
Never heard of it, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean I'm too old.
Neither did anybody else who's watching this because they're all older than me.
That's
It's all
okay.
your friends.
That's okay.
It's all your friend.
I'm sitting there, by the door that goes from the living room into the hallway that goes back to our bedrooms, and I opened this box, and it was one of the last gifts I opened. I remember that, and I think my mom planned it that way because she was real good about that. I was probably 12 years old, I'm guessing, 10, yeah, probably 12, and I opened it up, and it was camouflage pants and jacket.
Really?
Yeah, and
Yeah. Because we played war all the time.
that is why I loved it so much because
Because you should throw rocks at each other. It's hard
Yeah.
to hit somebody wearing camo.
Yes.
I'm sitting here just
Yes.
like, it's clothes. Like, what?
No, bro. We stayed in the woods. We were not hunters, but we stayed in the woods with all of our fake
hunting them
guns.
foreheads, though.
Be hunting them foreheads, boy.
Absolutely.
Remember we talked about
Yeah.
all the kids in the neighborhood? We
Yeah.
played a game called War. We've talked about
I
it on
said
the
y'all built a
podcast.
trench and stuff.
Yeah, we
like
did.
hiding it.
We
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Because, see, there was a lot of movies coming out at that time like Rambo,
Sure,
First
okay,
Blood.
okay.
Those were real big. Platoon was real big.
Ah.
So, like, they were, I think Hollywood at that time was trying to make a push for,
Watch
like,
Full Metal Jacket as a kid?
no.
We also got a Rambo knife one year too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We did. Had a Rambo knife. I remember that camouflage outfit, and I fell back because I was so happy.
Really?
I was so happy, and I've gotten so many gifts at Christmas time as a kid, as a teenager, preteen, all that, and that is the gift that just I was the most excited to get.
I figured it'd been the drum set for you.
The drum set with fire now.
Yeah.
I love the drum set. But
I
no.
can't remember if I got mine for Christmas or birthday, but the drum set was a good one too.
See, I probably knew the drum set was coming though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
But I did not know that camo was coming. That was something that Mom did that like I didn't ask for, didn't see coming, and if I did ask for it, I don't remember. It just was like she was like, I knew you was gonna love that one. I remember her reaction to my reaction. I can still remember that. And you're talking
That's
about
crazy.
36 years ago this happened. And I bet you money, if I remember to ask her, does she remember that? I bet you she remember that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Emotion and
She'll
nostalgia.
watch the episode.
Yeah, she of course. she will.
Emotion and nostalgia. I'm
Yep,
telling you, it's
yep,
powerful.
Yep.
Okay.
What's yours, Derek?
Camo outfit. What you got?
So, one of mine I actually still have, and it's right over there if I can go get it real quick.
Have at it.
Seriously.
Why are you like looking at me for permission? It's your house.
I know it's my house, but
Just tell
Y'all
him
look
he
at how
can.
nice Derek
Just
looks
tell
when
him
he
he
gets
can.
we
home.
don't usually get
Just
up.
make sure you
Just
walk
tell him he
across.
can.
Look
We
at
don't
how
usually-
nice he looks, everybody. Oh my
Look
goodness.
at that boy right
Oh,
there.
arrest me, Mr. Lawyer Man.
Can you write me a script? I ain't sleeping too
Did
good
you cut the
tonight.
light on? Now we got to scrap the whole video, Derek. We got to scrap the whole
He
video.
just turned it off. He believes you.
Yeah, I will. I have to go back and like edit it.
I knew it. I knew that's where he was going.
What movie is that? What movie is that? I can't remember anything about it.
Golly, look at that.
I've only seen it like one time. He stands out and he's got the what?
I don't know. Look
You
at
know what
that.
I'm talking about though. The clip from the movie where he's trying to get the girl back. She's like in her bedroom.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he's-
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? And,
yeah, yeah.
Is it Cusack? Where he's outside
Yeah.
in the front
Yeah, I
yard.
think
He's
so,
got
yeah.
the boom box or whatever.
So, in all
Pretty in
seriousness,
This is
you got to think now.
Sorry, Keith.
We were in. I'm probably 12 or 13. I'm 51. The cassette player does not work on it now. I think it drags, but the radio will still play. And I can tell you, all three of us got one.
I
Brian,
got a different
Do
one.
you remember what? Yeah, we all three got
You
one.
could like talk into it. Microphone.
No. Oh, that was.
I'm not sure what,
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
You know.
but it worked. I used it a year or two ago to listen to the Georgia game under the carport.
And the cassette
Hard
player
times
works
last
too.
year.
The cassette player probably does not work. I hadn't tried it.
I bet it would.
But it's just that, it held I think it holds like 4D batteries, but all three of us got one. Brian took his apart after a
Meth
year
is
or
a hell
two.
of a drug.
No, he was probably 12 or 13, 14 years old. He took
That's
his
what I
apart.
said. But okay, he
And then Kevin had one. Kevin's was similar to Brian's was gray and black, I think. We each got one, and they were all different. So anyway, I don't know what happened to Kevin's. Brian took his apart and would just watch the speakers when he would, because he would still play. Would watch the speakers move, and I just don't throw a whole lot away, as you can tell.
You don't.
No, I know.
No, he
So
definitely does not.
So that was a big deal because we used to record, countdowns and stuff on cassette tapes.
Casey
on
Kasem's
those.
top
Yeah,
40.
Yeah.
So that was
That's the way we used to make
Listen,
mixtapes,
kids
bro.
will never. I remember. I
Do
grew
you?
up at the end of that, having a radio with tapes that you could either record over or blank tapes,
Yeah.
and you would have to listen to the radio. And if they didn't announce it, you had to try to press record as the song was coming on
Yep.
and hope that the announcer's not still talking.
Tell him to shut up, bro.
You know what I
You're-
mean?
You're
Yeah.
talking over the
Listen,
introduction here. You're
I
talking
know.
over the intro.
And I'm
crazy.
trying to like catch back in the day. I can't remember. Like, God, this would have been
And number
late
one,
'90s. You know what I mean?
again, for the 14th week in a row.
Because like the intro will come on, he'll be like, "Well, we've had it at the top for this, and you just know that it's going to be staying there for a while." Let me tell
And
you a
then
little
the
bit
music
of a
starts.
story. Like the music's coming in, and they're about to start singing, and he's still in there talking. Like, I'll tell you a funny story about when I met this person. Shut up!
When you make love, and then I'll reach in.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Love Bites by Def Leppard's #1.
Yeah, dude.
Been
I
on the top of
remember.
the charts for 17 weeks.
Yeah.
Holding tight at #1
Shut up
spot.
and let me record this.
I'm like, good Lord, Casey, shut up.
Will Duran repeat and come back in the #1 spot once again?
But see, like, if you had been listening, which we had been all week, every week, you knew what #1 was last week. Mm-hmm. And if like your song was like floating around #2, #3, #4, like when they got to #2, they'd say, and it got knocked out of first place. You'd be like, my song's #1. I know where it's at now. I'm finna record. I'm gonna start to record. But what about when they got the dual cassette? And
I never had a dual cassette.
You could really make the mixtapes then.
Is this what we have to thank you for getting into radio?
Ooh.
Or was that not really on the radar back then?
It wasn't.
Probably
I don't
record
think.
players.
Was now just to be clear, because the radio for you wasn't necessarily like I want to be in radio. It was kind of like
Radio found
who
him.
knew that you just happened to fall into
Yeah,
a
just
job
happened.
that you're perfect for type thing.
Radio found him.
Yeah, it was just
They-
like, hey, I've got a
they,
weird job offer. I'm just going to take it, and then it turned out to be fantastic.
He's
at
not going to tell you this because that's just who he is, but they found him.
No, it was just
They
happenstance.
came to you
A
at
buddy,
church.
a buddy of mine. Yeah.
Ray came to you, man.
No,
Ray didn't come to you first?
no, John. John is the one because he was working there, and he said something to me about it. Then I went and met Ray, and then
Well, when they were,
That was it.
yeah, when Ray talked to you, he's like, "Oh, this guy's got it."
he just said, he said, say something. So I started talking. He said, "You're hired. You don't have to say anything else." It was. I think that's the way it went.
That's crazy.
I need to ask him if he remembers that. When
He
next
asked
time
me
I
to
talk to him.
kindly leave.
Yeah,
He was like,
Anyway.
will you please get out of my office?
yeah.
Now,
Okay, I was wondering.
what was your gift?
My gift was the Nintendo 64.
Nice.
We got it the year it came out.
Okay.
And this guy, we were still living in Lake Wildwood, so I was
Ooh.
elementary school.
Throw it up.
Got it the year it came out, and it was a joint. It was like our Santa gift to all three of the boys, and we had like I vaguely remember playing Duck Hunt on Nintendo before that. Maybe a Super Nintendo. I'm not really sure. So like we kind of had that system at the house, but we really didn't play it a lot. When we got the 64, because you remember the 64 at the time was a groundbreaking system. Nothing had ever been done like it. I've got one. I've got
Is
one
that
now.
the thing that has a little? It's about yay long and it flips up where you put the game in and push it down.
That's a Nintendo.
That's not.
No, that's not even a Nintendo.
Yeah, the one he's
Yeah.
describing is
A regular Nintendo?
It's a gray. It's grayish.
flipped
Dark.
up like that. You put the square.
You always
disc
had to
in.
blow into them to get them to.
Well, you have to do that with 64 cartridges.
I
Any
would be
cartridge
curious.
games.
I would be curious to see what one looks like. I don't know. I
I'll
don't
send you
think
a
I ever
picture.
played
I
one.
got one.
Yeah, do that.
So we got it, and like I just remember that with a Nintendo, like I never really would like sit down and become invested in playing a game. With the 64, like I remember playing Legend of Zelda. And that was like the first time I got a game, and I got the strategy guide for it. And I mean, I played it all day, every day.
Really?
Loved that game. The Super Mario 64, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. The first Mario Kart came out on the 64. And I would attribute all of my gaming interests to that system.
Huh. That's interesting.
It was such it was such a big system for the time. And I mean, now I go back and play on it now. I mean, it looks terrible.
You still got it.
Yeah, I don't have that one, but
Okay,
I
but you
have a
got
Nintendo
one, okay.
64. Oh, hell yeah.
That's
I got
cool.
it from my father-in-law.
That is cool.
Great gift because they're hard to find, and it's definitely a retro system. But it is. It's just, it was such an impactful system, man. So many just groundbreaking games, and it really got me to where it kind of moved gaming from Duck Hunt, playing 10 minutes and kind of being bored, to like now I'm playing story mode games that like capture my interest for 15 hours, 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I sit down and become almost like watching a movie. You know what I mean? Like I get involved in them. I become connected to the game, and I feel in it. And it's just I would consider that system probably my jumping stone to probably where I'm at today with a with the brand new, best Xbox they have,
What is
and
that?
a gaming computer, Series X. Yeah, I've got the most recent Xbox and a gaming computer.
Huh.
Yeah,
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
gaming all over the place.
On that
I love it.
Series X.
So
When
that's
I- when
after the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
That
Great
was
question.
That was the last thing.
That's really a great
That is
question.
the next one. You had the Xbox One, and now you have the Xbox Series S and Series X.
Okay. Because that's the last thing I think that Colby got was
The one-
an Xbox One.
Yeah, that would have been.
That's what I got down there.
4 years ago.
The X.
The Series X and S.
Yeah,
came out
and then
3
the
years ago, I
PS5
think.
came out at the same time about
'Cause
4
I got
years
mine
ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that as far as the PS5 is going? Is 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much compatible. The Series X and the X and
Yeah,
the
they usually
PS5.
they release the same year usually.
Let me tell you something. On that Series X, on my Madden game, when the game's starting and my players are walking through the tunnel, you can literally see the stitching in the name on the back of the jersey.
It's ridiculous.
It is
It's
unbelievable how realistic it is.
Crazy.
Listen, and a computer.
Oh, I
Some
bet.
of the computer like graphics cards, because I think the best graphics card that's come out here recently is a RTX 4090, and it's $2,500 for a component of the computer. Yeah, I don't have that, but I mean, it makes the graphics. I mean, games are getting out of control.
Yep.
They look so good, so realistic.
It's crazy they can do that.
Yeah, especially when I go back and I look at like playing GoldenEye on the 64 or something like that, and I'm just like, man, this is trash. This is so bad.
But it didn't used to be.
No,
though.
but that year and that whole time I had that before, I think I went from
Yeah.
that to a PS2. Man, it was amazing.
Yep.
It was so realistic, man. I really became invested in gaming with that system. You know, so if you know, thanks mom and dad. That was a great gift. I still my dad had built. They had it in the TV. We all stayed in the bedroom. My parents stayed in the bedroom, and then we had like the game room with a little futon in it. And we had a TV in there that we watched TV on. They had set it up kind of under the shelf of the TV and hooked everything up and cut out a box to fit on top of it. And we opened up all the gifts, everything, blah, 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 blah. I think the order was right. But I just remember they were just told us, like, go back and look in the game room or whatever.
Nice
And
setup.
we pulled the little cardboard box that he had cut out to fit on top of it
Yeah.
back. And there it was.
Nice setup, dude.
Things like that.
Big
though,
win.
man.
And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget
And
it.
you never will.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Solid move, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Solid
Love it.
move.
All right, now I just got
awesome.
a calendar update saying we need to start the podcast.
All righty.
They just said, like, hey, you got a podcast at 7 o'clock. We got it early today, boys.
Good show, man.
Anyway, yeah, man, what
Very
a great
good.
Christmas thing. We had half the board filled up with Christmas stuff, and that ended up taking up the entire time.
I love it.
We hope this, like I said, we hope this episode finds you well. We're just excited to be able to put out this kind of content, man. Get to swap some Christmas stories. We hope you are doing the same thing with your family, you know, and let us know. Communicate with us a little bit down in the comments, man. We're very curious to see what our listeners like. You know, let us know those movies and songs and gifts. What are you eating today? You know, let's share some of this holiday spirit with each other and get talking about it, man. We're looking forward to it. We hope this is finding you all well and warm and just having a great time. We appreciate the continued support from each and every one of you. All the likes, comments, and shares you've done thus far. We just ask that you just keep it up, you know. Just keep continuing to do it. Keep letting us have this opportunity to come and joke around and have fun with y'all, you know, and hopefully get y'all laughing as well once a week. That's what we want to do it, what we're doing it for, and we hope to be able to continue to do it. Again, big thank you to Buckeye Preferred Services and Emerald City Suites, the two supporters of the podcast. We sure appreciate everything you have done and continue to do for us. If you haven't seen our TikTok, Emerald City Suites put on a huge giveaway to get us over that 500. Last episode we talked about being around the 450 mark. We are now, I think, 507. So they made a huge giveaway thing up there at Emerald City Suites and got us over that. Got us like 50 subscribers in like 72 hours. Absolutely crazy. They really showed up and showed out, and we greatly appreciate them for it. Make sure, like I said, I'm not going to talk about fitting in stockings because it's Christmas Day now. But big time supporters, and we sure greatly appreciate them. Buckeye has pretty much supported everything that makes this thing run every episode. You know, everything behind the scenes, every stand, piece of equipment, everything, that was pretty much provided by Buckeye. We couldn't do it without them. We're very appreciative of them. Make sure you click on their links in the description. If you need anything to have to do with them, check them out. They're going to make sure you're taken care of, and they would greatly appreciate it, and we would appreciate it as well. As we always say, if you want to reach out to us and talk about some advertising opportunities or get your name on the list we're making for the next round of black T-shirts, you can reach us at coffeeandcatchuppc@gmail.com. Just thank you. Thank you all for everything you continue to do, and we look forward to seeing y'all next week on New Year's Day, and we're going to talk about what 2024 is going to look like, what we hope it's going to look like.
Yes, sir.
We look forward to sharing that with y'all. If y'all have anything?
I don't. I want to say on camera, if I may, that I appreciate all the hard work you do behind the scenes.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
Brian
sir.
and I know nothing about.
Yeah.
And I know it takes a lot to do, to what you do after we get through recording.
Yeah.
I don't want you to think that it's not appreciated.
I've never once. I appreciate that. It's definitely one of those things that I was like, I'm kind of interested in doing some stuff like that, maybe as a hobby or maybe as a career one day, And so I've learned a lot getting to kind of edit and piece this stuff together. It's been enjoyable getting to record all the content with y'all, especially like the commercials and stuff, And then when we pitch ideas around for TikToks and doing other things like that, it's fun to get to record that stuff with y'all. And it's just been an opportunity to learn a new skill. And I try not to back away from those opportunities.
That's good.
Especially if it's something I'm interested in. So it's been a big help for me as well, and I enjoy it. But I do appreciate y'all for placing your faith in me to do it, and trusting me to do it. And I appreciate the gratitude y'all have for me doing it.
Well, yeah, we do have a lot of gratitude because we both know that we could not do the show without you. You and I both know that we could not do the show without the studio that Derek provides. And you both know that you could not, you kind of probably could do it without me.
You know what we call that, ladies and gentlemen? We call that leverage. And we're about to exercise some of that at the end of about June time.
You could probably realize that. Yeah, so,
Anyways, man, y'all have a
engine's
great
got to
rest
tick.
of your day.
Merry
you so much
Christmas,
for tuning in.
everybody.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, everybody. And we will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.